you guys know that Stephen A. Smith had the back and forth with LeBron James over the last few weeks, right? So when he started to kind of respond to what went down here, Stephen A. Smith did not miss an opportunity to call out LeBron James for his horrendous Game 1 performance. And by the way, let me just say, LeBron finished the game with 19 points. He had 19 points, 4 turnovers, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 3 assists, 5 rebounds on 50% shooting, 20% shooting from 3, and 44% shooting from the field with a plus minus of -22. And folks, let me tell you, when Stephen A. Smith saw this opportunity to get at LeBron James and call him out for being an absolute no-show, he didn't miss the opportunity. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what Stephen A. Smith had to say about LeBron James's horrendous Game 1 performance. And then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what Smith had to say here.
So it's the Minnesota Timberwolves that gets the best of the Los Angeles Lakers here in Game 1. Perkins said repeatedly, I can't just call it a punch. It was...
They got dropped.
It was a little bit more than that. What was it that made the difference here for the Minnesota Timberwolves in this game?
Well, they were making threes, and they put the Lakers on their heels offensively because they were making threes, number one. Number two, they got aggressive. They got all up in them defensively. Number three, I don't know if anybody's going to mention this, but I'm going to mention this. Where was LeBron James tonight? He was very, very lethargic. Very lethargic. And this Saturday night, I don't know what the hell was going on with him. J.J. Redick went on camera and said, quote, "We don't have any energy. It's like guys don't even recognize that it's the playoffs. What the hell is going on up in here?" He was scratching his head, looking like he had dandruff for crying out loud because he couldn't figure it out. This is the kind of stuff that you're talking about. I don't suspect this will happen in Game 2, but that's how much JJ was scratching his head because he couldn't believe what we couldn't believe. Luka showed up offensively. He was a liability defensively, and LeBron James was a liability, period, and nobody on Minnesota was, and that's why they won this game.
So you heard what Stephen A. Smith had to say there. So let's get back into the box score of this game. So Rui Hachimura had 9 points. Jackson Hayes had 1 point in 8 minutes and 3 rebounds. Austin Reeves had 16 points. Luka Doncic had 37 points with 5 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 assist, 8 rebounds on 50% shooting from 3. He had 5 3-pointers and 54% shooting from the field. Dorian Finney-Smith had 3 points. Gabe Vincent had 3 points. Jared Vanderbilt, who's not really an offensive weapon, he had 3 points. On the other side, for the Wolves, Jaden McDaniels led them in scoring with 25 points, followed by Julius Randle, Anthony Edwards, who had 12 points in the game, and Naz Reid, who I believe came off the bench with 23 points. I believe he is also the reigning six-man of the year, right? So they had a balanced attack there, and they had a very good performance. What are my thoughts on what Stephen A. Smith had to say? First of all, look, the Lakers' 3 best players are the following: Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Austin Reeves. They're also the best in that order. Luka's their best player. LeBron is their second best player. Austin Reeves is their third best player. In a game like this, when you're LeBron James and you're the second best player, you got to come along for the ride. Now, Luka's plus minus was negative, but it was minus 12. LeBron was minus 22. Luka scored 37. LeBron scored 19. Luka was actually efficient. He shot 50% from the 3 and 54% overall. LeBron shot 44% from the field, 27% from the 3. That's not good enough. And apart from the fact that Stephen A. Smith could be using that as an opportunity to take a shot at LeBron James, it was also warranted. He didn't play well. Period. End of story. Now, there are some people out there that are trying to twist this thing and, oh, Luka didn't play. But what else do you want Luka to do? Score 50 points and put LeBron on his back and carry him up the hill? Like, what else do you want him to do? Like, he needs some help in that game. Austin Reeves has 16 points, right? 4 points off of his regular season average. But Austin Reeves is a role player on the verge of being a star, I guess. But LeBron James is a bona fide star. Bona fide. Stamped and approved. And you can't have a game like that. I'm sorry, you just can't. You just cannot have a game like that. It's just not, it's not going to cut it. Not in the playoffs. 10 points in the first half. Luka doubled that up with 20 points. Now people are like, oh, Luka only had 1 assist. Well, who was making their shots? Who's he going to pass it to? Himself? Like, who's he going to pass it to? Who's he going to pass it to? He had 20 points in the first half, 17 points in the second half. These guys couldn't buy a bucket. He did his thing. Luka Doncic did his thing. And the crazy part about it is some of these LeBron fans are trying to scapegoat Luka and talking about, oh, Luka was stat padding. Bro, this is what we've been telling you about LeBron all of these years. The thing y'all are complaining about Luka is the same thing most people have been complaining about LeBron.